Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I am here with my Christmas kit. I know it's very, very late this year, but you know, better late than never, or well, perhaps it's not. But anyway, I'm here with my Christmas kit. It is a dog is just not for Christmas, or is just not for Christmas. And it comes in two different colorways. There is the vintage colorway and the brights colorway. I am showing you the papers from the vintage colorway. The brights are the same, but they are brighter. So I will just show you on one or two of the pages that I happen to have printed out in brights. I will show you just so that you get the comparison. So let me put those to the side of the desk. And then when I kind of come across them, I will, you know, highlight and say, oops, this, you know, this is the same page. So it's available in my Etsy shop and it comes in JPEGs and PDF format. And it's, again, one of my smaller kits where you get the background papers are one purchase and the ephemera part is another. And that way, if you wanted just one piece, you know, i.e. just the background papers or just the ephemera, you wouldn't have to purchase the entire kit. So it sort of just works out more cost effective that way. I will move all of this lace and things out of my way because I just put it here because I think it looks super pretty with the papers. But yeah, let's just move it out the way and then let's have a look at the yummy, gorgeous, pretty papers that we've got. So the background papers, we'll just do a quick flip through of those first. So obviously you can probably tell by the name, it is of course a little dog themed Christmas kit. And it is just the most scrumptious images, I have to say. Now, I've got to be honest, I'm still not in the zone for Christmas. I mean, I'm filming this literally on the 14th of December. So, Lord only knows when I'm going to get in the Christmas spirit. But yeah, it's still not really happening so far. But this is a very cute kit. So, yeah, hopefully this will kind of spur me on once I'm really in the throes of using it. So we've got that page, we've got this gorgeous background page, which again, you know, I like to put in one or two that are a bit more neutral that then you can put with, you know, other pieces. This one also a little bit more neutral, just kind of toned down, but the rest are all full of gorgeous, scrumptious images with dogs and things like that. This page here, this page here. I mean, aren't they just so gorgeous? I mean, for those people who don't really watch my channel regularly, you know, I've got a, you know, cute little sausage dog who we've had since last Christmas, funnily enough. Although, you know, she was nothing to do with Christmas. But, yeah, so we acquired her just after Christmas. And, oh, my goodness, she's just changed our lives. We love her so much. So to be able to do a little dog-themed kit was so, so, so nice. And, you know, it is quite hard coming up with ideas once you've done a few kits, you know, year after year, to still come up with new ideas. So this was just, you know, I felt naturally drawn to be able to do a little kit incorporating dogs, to be honest. So, yeah, I've had a really lovely time working with it. So, you know, working with it, creating it. So that one. And this page here. Okay, right, so I'm going to stop here because this is where I've got a bright version of the papers. So just to give you the comparison, this is the vintage colorway, this is the brights colorway. You know, you can probably see there is a difference, you know, in the kind of obviously brightness. I think they work quite nicely together, and you'll see in a moment the project that I have started with these papers, and I've just dipped in and out and used some vintage, some brights. And it's pulling together really, you know, really well. So hopefully, you know, you'll see that in a minute when we kind of have a look at the project that we're doing. So yeah, that's the bright colours. So vintage page and yeah, more vintage. And then I have also got a printout of some of the ephemera part as well that I can also kind of show you the colour difference of the bright and the vintage. So this, I think, is the page. Yep. So this, again, is the bright. This is the vintage. So, you know, I mean, there is quite a difference, isn't there? And I guess it really just depends what you're more drawn to. You know, I mean, I personally am quite a brights person. But, you know, I do understand that obviously kind of in our vintage style junk journals that, you know, maybe this kind of colour goes down better. But yeah, like I said, I've tried to incorporate both and mix them together, but yeah, they're nice colours, aren't they? So that's the brights, that's the vintage. This one is printed on just 110 GSM paper, and this is printed on photo quality 200 GSM photo quality paper. So that one, and then this one, actually let me just rearrange my papers because otherwise I'm going off at a sort of funny order really. There we go. And then we've got these. Now I've shrunk these down to fit them onto 2 pages to a page. These actually come as 2 separate pages. So that's 2 pages and that's 2 pages. I've printed them out like this because the project that I'm working on required, I thought, probably slightly smaller sized journal cards. But they are actually, you know, full size pages. So that's actually 4 pages in the kit. So they're just all your lovely journal cards. And then you've got a page with a couple of pockets and some banners and a little round tag there. And then you've got this page here with, again, a round tag and some banners, and then some postage stamps, a little ball and fussy cut pieces. And then this one here with a whole bunch of gorgeous fussy cuts, which, oh, they're just so cute, aren't they? So yeah, that's the kit. Now, like I say, it's available in the bright and the vintage, but I just thought that I wouldn't bore you by showing you both. So, because, you know, they're effectively the same kit, just one is bright and one is, you know, toned down version. So what are we doing with this? Right, I have started making this off camera. So if I just pull it in, and what I thought we'd do is make a beautiful folio using the kit. So I'm just going to open it out. Mine has been covered with some vintage fabric, and it's a soft envelope folio, and then we've got lots of little flaps and flips and what have you all in here, all just using the beautiful papers. Now I'm just going to show you kind of where I mean that I have mixed in. So here, I mean, obviously the bulk of it has been made using the vintage colourway, but here, for example, I've just added some of the brights paper and on here as well. And doesn't that just work so brilliantly? I mean, it doesn't look out of place or anything. It just kind of tones and complements really, really, really nicely. So I think here again, we've used some more of the brights. It could be kind of mixed in and intermingled, you know. I don't think you'd have to kind of pick one or the other. I think it complements, you know, everything. So yeah, we've just got all these different gorgeous flaps and flips and things like that. So I have obviously covered most of this with paper already, but I thought that I would now just quickly bring you guys along and we will just finish covering a lot of the, you know, papers with paper. And then obviously we can start stuffing the folio and, you know, finishing it off. So let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. Right, okay, so just having a look to see what paper we would like to have here. So I have coffee dyed a lot of these papers, but I haven't coffee dyed all of them. So just, yeah, wondering whether I would want to have coffee dyed. Honestly, I really struggle. Once I've coffee dyed things, I become like a hoarder and I don't really want to then use them. You know, I mean, I don't think coffee dyeing really is that much of a laborious process that I literally have to hoard the paper, but that seems to be what does happen. Ah, right. No, I don't think I did coffee dye the pieces that I've glued down. It's now been a couple of weeks since I worked on this, which is a shame because, of course, now I'm struggling to remember, you know, what I was actually kind of doing. But let's have a look. So now I will probably put a pocket on this, you know, on this pocket flap. So I don't necessarily want to use anything that's going to be too, you know, too ornate to cover up, if you see what I mean. So perhaps I will do something like that. So my way of measuring is often just fold it in, and that gives you the guide as to, you know, where to take things down. I'm not saying that that's, you know, going to be for everybody, but that's how I seem to get on best with my measuring. So just take that one down there, and then just, yeah, place that there, and then just again bring that up there like that. Okay, you know, and that way I can just get my rough guide there as to where things need to be. And then if I need to take it in at all, it just makes it very easy to trim it down, because I've already got then a straight edge, you know, from which to use as a guide. So just going to go in here. I'm actually going down the non-torn edge, funnily enough. Again, not really for any reason other than I thought, well, actually I quite like that rough edge, you know, appearance. So yeah, we'll just pop that one there. So for gluing this down, I'm just going to use my Anita's tacky glue, you know, because it's all just paper to paper. So that just is, you know, my go-to glue really when doing paper to paper type items. Okey-dokey. Okay. Like that. And just glue that down. Now, I will probably go over this entire thing and ink the entire thing up once it's all glued down. So if you're thinking, oh, she didn't ink anything there or anything, I will probably just go over once it's all put together and assembled and just ink the entire thing. It's kind of a quicker way of doing it, I find. So okay, so then we've just got obviously these envelopes here, so I might want to put something on this side here. So again, let's just see what we've got. Yeah, I mean, we could just use this. Yeah, so I'll just take that one down. In fact, I'll use this one as a guide because it's easier to get to. So just fold that over. Okay. Like that. Okay, and then which one do we want? Do we want the bit with bells or do we want this? I think probably the bit with I was going to say boots. They're not boots, are they? They're stockings. Of course, they're Christmas stockings. They are not boots. So there we go. And then just, yeah, glue that one onto there. Okay, so I mean, obviously, you know, you don't have to even cover these with paper. You could just leave them sort of plain envelopes. I mean, I'm just covering them because I think that looks extra pretty, but completely, you know, personal choice really, isn't it? Whether you would bother or whether you'd think, well, actually the envelopes look, you know, pretty nice themselves. I mean, I've used a mixture of craft coloured envelopes and you know, some coffee dyed what were white envelopes, and I think, you know, they complement each other quite nicely. I wouldn't probably have white envelopes just showing as white. I mean, never say never, so, you know, maybe there would be a time when perhaps eventually I would do that, but just generally I would prefer, you know, the craft coloured envelopes or the coffee dyed, because I think that just looks much nicer when you can kind of see the edges of the envelopes. I'm so sorry, I'm just fidgeting around on my stool and just trying to put a little sort of cushion under me, because I always kneel up and it's actually kind of making my, you know, my skin sore. So there we go. Right, so this one here, obviously, as you can see, I've got a window, so I probably want to put something on the, you know, the inside, so that, you know, when you're seeing through the window, it's a bit more interesting. So, I mean, that one just happens to fit well there. So I might just go for that because, you know, why wouldn't you? So we'll just pop this one down. Okie dokie. Oops. Right, this is going to be a bit fiddly to get to, but hopefully not, you know, not impossible. There we go. So, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's now my phone. Hang on 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that. So I finished covering those pockets whilst I was on the phone. So they have now got the paper all on them. So except for that underneath, which obviously I missed completely. I mean, to be honest, because that's coffee dyed, you know, I don't even mind if that doesn't have any paper. Oh, I probably should put some on there. Yeah. I was thinking, oh, I don't mind it not having paper, but yeah, I probably should. So I'll just literally take some paper there. Okay. I mean, you could collage things like this, to be honest, rather than putting, you know, like an entire sheet, you know, one piece on there. The reason why I think maybe collage wouldn't be the best is just because the papers are quite busy. So I think maybe it would be like a bit of an overload for the senses, you know, if it was kind of like then collage as well, you know, being quite busy papers. So I think probably just having the, you know, the single sheets is probably better. So there we go, like that. I'm going to just trim this down very slightly. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want the paper too close to this fold, because if you have the paper too close to that fold, all that's going to happen is when it folds in, you're just going to have a slight, you know, just a potential, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a potential of creasing the paper. So, you know, like where you don't get the glue right to the edge here, if it then folds, you're going to have that paper is going to fold and crease. So it's just kind of like good practice really to, you know, move it over slightly. Can you see there? So the gap's a bit bigger, and that way it hopefully won't get creased or anything like that. So there we go. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay, so all my pockets are now covered with papers. So what I want to do now is probably just add some extra little, you know, maybe foldy out pieces, some ephemera and some pockets and things like that on the, you know, on the flaps and the flip downs and things. So I'm just going to pop my glasses on and yeah, just cut this pocket out. Now this might be too big, but I will just see. Okay. Oops. Okay. So just then fold your pocket up, you know, shape your pocket like that. Oops. And then just take your sides in. Okie dokie. Oops. Okay, so that is going to fit. Now I don't know whether it might be a bit too bulky. Now thinking actually for a folio maybe it needs to be a flatter pocket. Let's just have a look and see, shall we? Might be better on here, because obviously this one is going to fold down, so I feel like, you know, it perhaps needs a flatter pocket. So I think this is better on a, you know, fold out flap. So either on there, or we could maybe have it on this one, or on this one. Got quite a few to choose from, haven't we? So yeah, perhaps we'll have it on here. I think that's going to be quite cute, isn't it? Okay. Right, so we're going to have it on here. And do we want any lace or anything like that? Let me just grab a little bit of lace. Oh, it's just turning really chilly again in here for some reason. Yeah. I don't know why, but it feels a bit cold in my craft room today. I haven't got my fan heater on because the lovely Debbie over at Mummy Arty, she mentioned to me that she thought possibly I've been having this allergic reaction on my eyes, and she said possibly it could be my heater. So yeah, just you know, trial and error kind of. I'm just trying to work out what it is. So in the event of, you know, any possibility, I have actually turned that off now. Well, not turned it off, but, you know, not had it on just in case it is that. Right, do I want this in the centre or do I want it kind of over to the side? I mean, actually, I quite like it over to the side. I was leaning towards having it in the centre, but I think over to the side. Now, I'm just going to glue it on like that with the lace poking out, and I'm just going to glue it straight down here, which will just clamp that lace in place. So okie dokie, like that. There we go. I mean, to be honest, I think it would have looked nice on the side or in the middle, you know, to the side or in the middle. Either way would have looked good. There we go. Oh, that's so cute, isn't it? Now, I will obviously be going around afterwards and decorating all these bits with lace and things like that. But at the moment, I'm just getting my, you know, pockets and things like that glued on. So I will then come back around and do the, you know, embellishing with lace and things. So let's just take this one. Now, actually, I'm just wondering if that's a bit much there because we have got this window, haven't we? So, yeah. Now, I cut out a bunch of the fussy cuts and things. So, yeah, I have actually done some legwork and cut out some of the fussy cuts. So, let's just see. Oh, we could have something like this here. Okay. So I will need to ink these as I go because, as you can see, I've done the kiss cutting, which kiss cutting is when you cut with a white, you know, with a space around the edge. So I haven't actually like close cut, fussy cut. I have, you know, kiss cut, fussy cut. Oh, no, I can't find my ink. Hold on. Oh, so sorry about that. It's going to just be one of those days, I'm afraid. So yes, I have been and I've put my onesie on while I was gone because it's actually pretty chilly. So yes, that's what I'm now wearing over the top of my clothes. So right, now I just positioned this little dog from the ephemera just here and one of the labels. Now it does mean covering up the Santa, but you know, I don't really mind too much. Or I could cut it in half because, you know, we do always like a half a label. The only reason why I'm not loving it on this piece is because I feel like I've got then everything kind of down that edge. Unless I have it this end. I think kind of for balance, this particular time, it looks better, you know, being the entire label really. So yeah, just going to ink this up a bit because I haven't coffee dyed it or anything, so just ink it a little bit. Okay, and it's going to glue down straight on top of that lace. So again, just going to use my hot glue, trying not to put it on too thick, but that will then just, you know, hold the lace down. There we go. And then I've taken one of my dog images, which I'd already previously cut out, but I've inked around the edge where I've obviously kiss cut it. So yeah, I'm just going to place that down again, just hopefully not too thick with my hot glue, but just pop that down like that. Okay. Oh, how cute does that look? I love how that looks. Okay, I don't know why I've chosen to start here in this middle section. you know, I really don't know, but yeah, I'm just going to go with it now. So let's take it right back to this, you know, this section. So we've got a pocket here, which is kind of an envelope. And then we've got the flap obviously here. Now I was thinking we could do like a policy closure. Now do I want it on there, or would I want like a whole policy closure there, like holding everything closed? I mean, I could have two, to be honest. There's no reason why we couldn't have two, is there? So let's just get my circles. I just try and keep like a bunch of punched out circles ready. So let's just take those. Okay. Now I'm thinking that there. Now I might not need the policy closure circles here because I might put something else on here. So let's just see from our little cute images that we've got. Oops. I might use one of these instead. Oh, he's a bit tall. Oh, he would have to be in the middle, wouldn't it? You know, for it to have the string kind of trapped in beneath. So let me just ink these up. Okay. Like that. Oops. So we could have that there. I'm just wondering whether I could have a little bit of like vintage ephemera or something coming out behind there. This is just a scrap that's kind of laying around on my desk, but I like the fact it's got this. I don't even know what that is. Oh, and I can't even read it. Can anyone else read that? Might not even be up the right way. Let me put it that way and see. No, I don't know. Or it might say first class. Oh, do you know? I don't know what it says. Might say enclosure. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, I'm wondering whether we could have that on there. So let me just tear this down. I mean, it's literally just lingering about, you know, from something else. But I'm just wondering whether we could have that on there. Like that. Because it looks quite cute, doesn't it? So I'll just ink this up a bit. Okay. Like that. And then just... yeah. Like that. Okay, so I'm then thinking the string going from there. Now, I did have my red baker's twine here on the desk. So, here we go. Here we go. So even though it's, you know, been a little while since I worked on this, I've not lost the baker's twine yet. So that was a bit of luck. So you see that will then go up from the image, which I think is kind of quite cute, isn't it? So like that. Now, do we want to have any lace or anything on there? Just because I love to have lace everywhere. So if we could possibly have lace, then that would be good. Right, let me get my scissors. I don't know what's happened to them now since I was here half an hour ago. Right. Just checking. You know, I might decide I don't even want lace, but... oh, lace is always good, isn't it? It is always a good addition. So, whoops. Just take that. Oh my goodness, what's going on now? Got bits glued, bits stuck all over my glue. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is now just turning into like a disaster video. So hold on a second. Right, sorry about that. Okay, so I've unclogged my glue. I've glued the piece of paper down. I've glued the little bit of baker's twine down. And yeah, we're going to have these literally just there. And then the circles up the top. So let me just get my brads. I always like to do a brad you know, for the policy closure. That's again just, you know, how I find it easiest to do. Actually, I found it easier still to punch holes last time, didn't I, when I used these? So yeah, let's just take my crocodile. Okay, right, put my brad. Okay, just need to trim those little stems from the brads because they're quite long. Just don't want them showing behind if I can help it. So there we go. Right, now that's going to go up here. Like that. Okay, now again, do I want some more lace on there? I know, just lace overload. Overload. Lace overload, but oh, everything looks better, doesn't it, with lace? So I'm just going to ink this up. I've inked the lace in one or two places. I don't necessarily want it inked up everywhere. I think it's kind of a bit like the brights and the vintage paper. You know, I think actually having a mix of, you know, ink, lace and not is actually going to look quite good. So yeah, just going to kind of ink in places and not ink in places. So we'll ink this piece and then we won't ink in other places. So, you know, like down here we've not inked. So, okay. Okie doke. Right, so just going to keep this up here. I've just got that little bit, it's a bit long. Right, there we go. So put my lace down here and then, oh, sorry, that was a frayed piece of the fabric from the colour. Okay, and then just, yeah, glue these little cute dogs down. Again, just going to hot glue them just to pinch the lace in place. Pinch it in place, hold it in place. Yeah. Keep it in place anyway. Yeah, I really do need to get on with my Christmas shopping, don't I? Don't know what's going on, to be honest. I mean, I'm always quite last minute, but this year I just feel like I've not even got the ability to do it. I don't know why. It's all a bit of a nightmare. Okay. So, yeah, pop that one down. Just move that over a bit. Right, hopefully that's roughly in the centre. Like that. Okay, and so then just wrap the baker's twine around. Oops, that's it. Okay, right, so that's holding that envelope pocket. Cut that out. Oh my goodness, how cute is this all beginning to look? I love how this is looking. And then on this back section, maybe have like one of the journal cards or something as another pocket. So let me just bring in those journal cards. And oh, I'm so sorry, hold on, that's someone at the door, hang on. Oh, so sorry about that. There's going to be one of those days, I'm afraid. Right, okay, so I'm wondering whether we could have something on this background. So let's just have a look and see what we've got here. Oh, I have got a Santa. Let me just open this up. So, I mean, we could have the Santa there. Or we could have a card here. Which then would be, you know, another sort of pocket. Just got some more of the vintage ephemera, which we may or may not want to have in the background. Let me just have a look. Oh, do you know, I'm thinking actually maybe down here, sort of into the pocket a bit more. So just ink this up. Oh, where's my ink? Smoosher gone. Oh my goodness, this is just turning into just awful, 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 isn't it? I'm so sorry about this. It's because it's just going into one of those crazy kind of days, isn't it? It's yeah, I'm thinking I must have knocked it onto the floor, I think. I don't know. Oh, I have no idea. Right, let me now switch the camera off and find that. Hold on. Right, sorry about that. I have now got a different sponge out. So yeah, let's hope I don't lose this one now. Okay, right. Just ink this up a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, pop that one down there. Like that. And do we think into the pocket? I think kind of into the pocket's quite cute. Okay, let's glue this down. I think the vintage ephemera piece, it's just kind of like adding a bit of contrast in the background. So, you know, although not essential, it's just sort of, yeah, giving a bit of contrast, and so therefore making a bit of a distinction between the papers and the pieces. So, you know, it's then blending in less, I suppose. So there we go. Do we want it in the pocket or do we want it? I think probably about there. So again, just going to glue that down. I mean, I just put everything on as a pocket, and I know I've talked about this so many times, but just put it on as a pocket. Even if you don't use it as a pocket, you've then got the option. If you've put it down as a, you know, stuck down piece, you've lost the, you know, you've lost the option, haven't you? So I think if in doubt, put it on as a pocket and then decide later, did you want it? You know, did you want it as a pocket? Okay, so we've got that one. Now for the, okay, let's just have a quick look through my papers. So I'm thinking maybe we could make like a little envelope flip. This one again is the brights, but you see how easy that we can mix and match them, you know, which I mean I just think is quite fun, isn't it, to not have to be, you know, sticking with the one set. It's almost adding sort of extra interest to the look of everything, isn't it, to have some bright and some not quite so bright. Okay, so just work out which way round I need to have this. I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're going to have to lose the dog and have it, yeah, glued down like that. Which, oh, that's such a shame. I wonder if I cut it here. Just seeing whether I can manage to get the dog's face into the, you know, in the envelope flap itself. Yeah, let's have it something like that. Okay, right, so we've kind of like dropped it down a bit, and that way we've got the dog in the envelope flap. So there we go. Oh, how cute is that? So yeah, we've just made a little sort of envelope flip there, which we can then just pop into that little pocket. Okay, so that looks very cute, doesn't it? And then, oops. Okay, so yeah, like that. And then tucked into here, what do we want tucked into there? Wondering, do we want to go for similar? We could go for this one. Actually, this one I'm thinking, shall we make like just a little sort of flippy that we pop into the big, you know, the big sort of coin envelope at the back. So should we just do that? Okay, let's see if I've got any biggish bits of paper. Not really. Well, that's annoying, isn't it? Oh, hold on. Okay, so I could have it like this. And then, yeah. Okay, probably could do with one or two more pieces of paper in there. Oh, I've got some... Honestly, I've coffee dyed loads of this kit, and now it's all kind of buried on the desk. Put this one. Take this one down. It's a bit screwed up. I could have done with ironing it, but never mind. Okay. Just take that down there. Okay, that's better, isn't it? Yep. And just wonder whether I've got any other paper. So let's just have a look and see on the desk if I've got some other, maybe like vintage. There we go. Oh, that's quite nice. Right, I might have to fold this up because I'm thinking it might be a bit long, but let's just see. So put it like that. Just staple in there. Okay. Like that. And yeah, maybe fold it like that. And actually on this edge now, I'm thinking possibly like a little edge strip. So maybe. Got some pages with bits around the edge. So I'm thinking that might be quite good to do an edge strip. So you see where those pages are. Okay. There we go. Yeah, so I'm just going to tear this down. Oh, let's just do that actually. Okay, and then just tear that there. Oh, cute. That looks very cute. Yeah, very cute. So let's just take that one down there. I mean, really, the purpose of that is just to cover up those staples, you know, if nothing else. But how cute does that look across there? It just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So, yeah. Let's just pop that down there. Okie dokie. So yeah, not only does it cover up the staples, you know, the reverse of the staples, but it also looks super, super, super cute, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Right, now, just wondering whether I want to cover up the staples on this side, maybe with a bit of lace. So sorry, every time I touch anything, it just drags other stuff in. So yeah, that time it was some frayed bits from the sari silk. Oh gosh, come on, get off. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Do you know, I hadn't thought of using this gold lace on here, and Lord only knows why, because now I'm thinking, why didn't that occur to you? I mean, hello, it's like really Christmassy, isn't it? Yeah. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Love how that looks on there. And then I'm just going to cut that down here. And again, I've not even tried to cut that straight. You know, I think the more jaggedy the better. Oh, that is very, very, very cute, isn't it? So that then will tuck into here like that. Okay, right. So we just need to put something in here now. So let's have a look and see, what have we got here? So do we want to have got some coffee dyed card. I was thinking like a fold out flap, but to be honest, it's quite a low pocket, so I think that would maybe look a bit strange, so I don't think I want to do that. I'm actually thinking maybe a big tag or something here would be quite nice. So yeah, shall we do a bit of collage or something and make a large tag? That might be nice, mightn't it? So just see. I know I'd said, oh, I'm not doing collage, but I just meant I'm not doing collage on these pockets because I think that would be a bit, you know, a bit busy. But a collage tag would be, I think, very, very nice. So yeah, let me get some backing paper. So we'll use this. Right, just need to take this down so as to see roughly, you know, because it can't be kind of any taller than this really. Otherwise it's not going to fit into that pocket. Okay. So I might just collage the entire sheet here. So I'll just move the folio out the way. Oh, it's looking so pretty, honestly. Really, really loving it. Right, let me move that out the way. So I'm just going to collage up with, obviously, you know, the Christmas papers. So yeah, and then I'm wondering whether we might be able to have some of this in there as well. Just because we've got this now in some other places, haven't we? So that might be quite pretty. Maybe that side. Right, okay. Okay, so I'm going to put this on sideways. So okey-dokey. Right. Where's my glue spreader? Oh, honestly, well, I mean, hard to believe, I know, judging by the chaos that's ensuing today, but I've been trying to get on top of my desk a bit, and I was doing really well until this video, weirdly, and it seems to have just really gone out the window. But yeah, I had been, you know, sort of semi getting on top of it a bit, and now I don't know what's going on here, but I just seem to have completely, you know, gone downhill since the video. Actually, thinking maybe a little bit of the green, yeah, a little bit of this. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look gorgeous? Loving, loving, loving these colours. Okay. So hopefully I will actually get 2 tags from this little piece of collage that we're doing. So yeah, which would be awesome. Okay, so I hope everybody's having a nice day. Hope you're doing some crafting, having a nice time. Let us know below, what projects are you working on? How's your Christmas shopping going? That's what we really want to know. How's the Christmas shopping going? Have you done? Are you like me? Rubbish? Just, yeah, that's no other word for it. Oh dear. I mean, even I'm beginning to kind of think, oh my goodness, get a move on. The thing is, if I don't get cracking soon, I'm going to do things like, you know, miss the, you know, the deliveries. Like, even if I'm thinking, oh, so what, you know, I can just do it all online. It will come to the point where, you know, I mean, Amazon presumably will deliver right till, you know, right to the wire. But, I mean, who's to say other shops will? They might not, might they? So, yeah, I do need to get on, really. Plus, just for my own sanity, to know that it's done, I should just, you know, get on with it, because then I won't have to be panicking, thinking, oh my goodness, I've still got that hanging over me. But yeah, I just seem to be struggling with things at the moment. There we go. Okay. Loving these colours together on this little tiny piece of collage. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really, really, really pretty. Yeah. I mean, obviously I wouldn't really kind of incorporate something like this into the collage, you know, personally. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, that you couldn't. I'm just saying I don't think I would. Because I feel like if it's got sort of a busy picture on there, it's, you know, it's going to kind of like take over the collage, which is a bit weird, isn't it? But that's just my take on it. Okay, so I'm just going to put it like that, and that's, you know, covered it up. I mean, at the end of the day, I was just trying to kind of like get something on there, really. Okay. I mean, there is a page of tags, but I just fancied doing a little bit of, you know, a collage tag, really, for that centre pocket. So I think this will be rather nice. Okay. Right, now I do have my little transparent tag maker. So yeah, I could use that. I mean, we could have them sideways on, and that way we'd get 2 pretty good sized tags. I'm feeling that one would need to be that way up, and then cover up that dog, I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to do them like that. So, right, let me just trim out this edge so I can kind of see where the actual edge is. Okay, and then pop that down there. Okay. Like that, and we do 1, 2, and just straight across at the top, and then just a little bit at the bottom. There we go. Oh dear. Oh dear, not making a good job of getting a very straight edge across the bottom of that tag, am I? Okay, and then this one, yeah, probably up that way as well, so, okay, oops, at the top. There we go, and then just straight across here, like that. Okay. Oops. Don't know what's going on with my cutting. It's terrible today, isn't it? Might even leave that bottom jaggedy, to be honest. I think that looks quite nice. So yeah, let's have a jaggedy tag. Jaggedy, jaggedy tag. Okay, so let's now quickly make our tags. So I can use some of my cut out pieces that are ready to use. There we go, and just ink that up. Again, you know, I mean, the inking really is just to cover up that, you know, the kiss cut effect. Okay. Like that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? Love how that looks. That's so pretty, isn't it? And then maybe we'll just put a couple of labels or something in there as well. So I'm just having a look to see. I've got some of my ephemera. So we could have right, I'm just going to take this into half to there. Oops. Like that. Oh, how cute does that look? So yeah, just going to do that on the edge. Oops. Oh, how cute is that looking? Absolutely love it. So, so, so sweet. Now, did I want to have like another one of those little presents down here, I think. Yeah. Right, so let's put this one down. Okay. And then the Santa. Like that. Okie dokie. Oops. Okay, push him over a bit. Just get a dry wipe. And then the present, I'm going to use my hot glue, and I know I do this all the time, but we'll just put it, you know, quite a bit of the hot glue so it's got like a raised thing going on, which is just going to then, you know, just give a bit more interest really. Now I've just got this little bit of that gold lace. I mean, it's not gold, but you know, the ivory lace with the flecks of gold, and just see whether we want to have that on there as well. So yeah, there. I'm just going to have the present on there like that. So just might glue that strip of lace down to hold it down like that. And then yeah, we're going to put quite a bit of hot glue on here so it's going to be raised. And then of course I'm not going to really press it down too hard, so it then takes on a bit of a 3D kind of effect. There we go. How cute does that look? And then do we need to ink around the edge? Probably should. Okay, like that. I mean, it's not the sturdiest tag in the world because I only made it onto this kind of fly sheet stuff. It wasn't onto card. So, you know, it's not sort of very thick and sturdy. I do quite often like cards, you know, journal cards and tags much sort of thicker than this. So, yeah. Oh, did I knock that? Doesn't seem very straight, or did I not put it on very straight? I'm not sure. Oh well. Oh well, that's fine. And I did also have some bows here, which I thought I had a red one. Let's just see whether we can put it on there. So ordinarily I would probably put a you know, punch a hole in here and do like a big bow, but because it's going to go in that sort of center pocket, I don't want to have anything too bulky. So I think, you know, just using one of those flatter bows is probably the way to go. So we can put that then just in there, and then that's really not, you know, not too obtrusive or anything like that. So, and then we can just wind the Lakers twine round. So, oh my goodness, how gorgeous does that look? I absolutely love it. So yeah, so I'm just going to continue in the same vein, obviously kind of fill in the pockets and what have you. And yeah, I will then come back with the flip through. So yeah, I hope you like it so far. And like I say, if you want to see the kit or anything, it's available in my Etsy shop. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and apologies again for how late this is. Obviously it's been in my shop for a little bit now. But I'm so sorry that it's taken me this long to actually have a play with it myself. So yeah, thank you so much and have a great day, everyone. Thanks then. Bye.